Good morning YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Episode 4 of the Come Back Better series. Today I am going to run you guys through a full day of eating. Haven't actually done that yet on my channel, so I'm going to show you my current meals in my off-season phase and with the macros and the calories and stuff. Show you a little bit of training and also sit down and talk through where I'm currently at with my physique, a little bit of a physique update, potentially some comparisons, because obviously now I'm like 14 weeks post-show, so I feel like I can stop saying post-show now. Like, I'm well and truly into my off-season, obviously having made the decision not to compete in the universe, and with no like specific show lined up. We are just here growing, baby, and I am excited. I have seen a couple of people who are starting their preps for the universe this week, which is when I would have started my prep, if not a little bit sooner. And you know what? Like, not one part of me thinks, oh, I made the wrong decision there. I am 100% happy with my decision. I want to grow, I want to build, I want to come back better. Like, if I had prepped again, I would have just looked the same, you know, I really would have, and that's kind of not why I did it in the first place, like, or do it in the first place. You want to get on stage and be like, fuck yeah, I did that shit. So that's what I want to do. I want to come back on stage next time and say, fuck yeah, I did that shit. So yeah, we're just going to build for a couple of months now. I'm quite lucky, I suppose, in a way, because I do build muscle quickly. My genetics, it does, you know, I do build. My dad used to be that guy that people used to say, oh mate, you only need to come in here and touch your weight and you've built like muscle. So genetically I do build muscle quite quickly, but unfortunately I just can't seem to eat much food. Okay, so this isn't going to be go bulking on 4,000 calories, like eating muffins for pre-workout. Like, I'm just not that girl, unfortunately, and having had some health issues coming out the back of post-show, haven't really had a great opportunity to push up food yet. But I don't want to just push up food and get fat. Like, that's not really the goal. As long as my training is flying, which I promise you it is. I know I've been moaning recently, but as long as training is flying, as long as logbook is progressing, as long as I'm sleeping well, as long as I'm feeling fueled, then I'm a happy bunny. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Videos all the way from my off season into my prep. I am on the YouTube game now. I promise I'm not just going to fuck off again. And yeah, give the video a like. So current routine, as you just saw, get up, we have a coffee, we do some work, and then we walk to the gym. My cardio right now is low. I'm only doing 2 15 minutes per week. So on my rest days I do my cardio, but on a training day I will either just do some steps to the gym, it sounds crazy, and then back, we'll go on a different route, and I'll do abs. So I'll train abs. I'm training abs, as you guys know, 2 to 3 times a week, because that is something I want to build. I want to get on stage and people will be like, fuck, look at that six-pack. So that's my morning routine. Come home, have a shower, and have meal number 1. So I'm gonna show you meal number 1, and yeah, we're gonna do a full day of eating. That's what we do. I'm gonna show you my meals. I'm just gonna show you how I make them, bearing in mind I'm not like a cook. I don't make complex meals, but I'm gonna show you anyway. So this is what you're gonna need to make my meal 1. It looks like very advanced, but I promise you it's not. So we've got the bowl of Quaker oats, just basically topped up with water, just so that it covers it, along with some flavor drops. Then I've got 100 grams of the Fagi yogurt, and I've basically put in that the flavor drops, and then about, not even a quarter, like a little bit less than a quarter of the Perform brownie whey, and then I've basically taken the rest of the whey, put it in a separate little dish, mixed it with water, and then made it into like a paste. So that's kind of what you're going to need for it. Then all I'm going to do is take the oats, put them in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes, but keep checking it. And then basically you get the oats about 90% cooked, I would say. And then what you want to do is add in the like half of the paste that we made earlier, mix it up again, put it back in the microwave for like 30 seconds to 1 minute. And then once you've done that, you basically, like, your oats are cooked. So I then add the Greek yogurt, I add a square or 10% of the Lindor chocolate, dark chocolate. The blueberries, I just add 50 grams to this meal in the morning. And then the rest of the whey paste. 2 cracks of salt. And there, oh Jesus, and there we have it, meal number 1. Some people will think I'm really weird for having cold Greek yogurt on warm oats, but don't knock it until you tried it. I was getting a bit sick of having that blueberry and yogurt bowl at the end of every day. Like, if you're an OG, you'll know I've basically had that yogurt bowl for like what feels like about fucking 5 years. So I've mixed things up. I'll have this meal later actually in a different form. So yeah, I've basically split my yogurt into my first and last meal. I will put the calories, macros for this meal here. And yeah, also got a cheeky cup of tea, biscuit tea, obviously, if you know, you know. And I'm gonna sit, watch some YouTube and enjoy meal number 1. That transition though. Right, off to train legs. This is going to be my second fucking great session on this rotation. I won't show you the full workout because I want to keep this video to a full day of eating, but I will show you bits and bobs. My quad and hamstring are manageable but not great. I've had to adapt. Oh, why is someone called? What is this when I start a thing? Hello? Pardon?
Are you the delivery driver?
Oh, hi, are you at the building? Right. Sorry, that was just a delivery. Another delivery, which I'll show you guys later. I forgot I even ordered it, to be fair. So what was I saying? Legs. My legs are fucked, as we know, but manageable. I am working around it where I can with leg day. For me, knee flexion, so squat patterns are hard. Can't go that heavy, but I'm going up to see Dan tomorrow, Dan Welburn, the man, the myth, the legend, and I'm booking him with his physio, who will apparently help me, so we will see. But for now, I'm not going to show the whole workout. I think I just said that. I think I just said that. Yeah, pre-workout, put on some fucking tunes, and let's go and hit legs. post-workout meal about to go in. Cream of rice. This is 60 grams of cream of rice with a scoop of whey, 100 grams of berries. I will show you guys how I made this cream of rice later on today because I'm having it again. So don't stress, there will be method, because I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, it's taken me about a year, maybe even longer, but I have perfected this cream of rice. Like the texture, the consistency, the taste. So I will show you later on how I made it. But right now I'm fucking starving because it's 12:30 and I have my first meal at 8. So I'm gonna sit, eat this, catch up on some client work, and I'll see you at the next meal. Okay, so it's a little bit later on. It is 2:30. I'm gonna open the parcel that arrived earlier. Inconveniently. So the Yodel guy bought this and I was like, mate, that's not for me. I haven't ordered anything that big. Having basically forgotten that I'd ordered this. I ordered this on Voucher. Like kind of worried that Voucher was a scam, but apparently it's not. Because here it is. I can't wait for Ali to watch this YouTube video and be like, I'm taking the card away from you. Have you guessed what it is yet? Girl got herself a walking pad. I got this because I don't live in the nicest area in Birmingham, I'm not gonna lie. And don't get me wrong, I am a big strong girl and I'm not too bothered about walking around like, you know, arguably rough places. Because I feel like if anyone wants to come and approach me, I could quite literally, I feel like I could stand my ground. Oh, what is this? After you receive your treadmill, please turn on the machine and let it run empty to check whether, oh, I haven't got the effort to read that, sorry. Anyway, yeah, I basically do my morning walk sometimes at like, I don't know, it's just fucking early, like 5, 6 a.m. and there's some weirdos walking around and it's really icy and I keep slipping on the ice. Like basically, I ordered this one morning at 6 a.m. when I had 2 cars pull over while I was walking, like just weird men, and I nearly fell over like 4 times from how icy it was, and I thought, fuck this, I'm buying a treadmill. So that's what we did. But I got this on Voucher. It wasn't actually that expensive. I mean, if you literally type walking pad Voucher into Google, it would come up. The brand is called Home Fitness Code, if that's any help. 3, 2, 1. Look at that. I mean, it specifically said not to get on it straight away, but banter. Hashtag no excuses. Hashtag grind every day. Hashtag nobody wants it more than me. By the way, if anyone in the Birmingham area wants an office chair, let me know, because I ordered one, I don't need it. Anyway, I mean, I go over my steps pretty much every day anyway, but I just like to, I can't even film myself. I just like to write my email while walking, so it like helps my brain function. I don't even know, don't even ask, but if I try and sit and write my email, it's never as good as when I'm walking. So this will obviously be good. This is an investment, okay? Ali, if you're watching this, this is an investment. It's a business expense because it will do me well in prep, my next prep as well. Love it. So it is about 3 o'clock and I'm having my next meal, which is a wrap with tuna. I made this in the air fryer. So basically what I did was mixed up the tuna with a bit of salt, a bit of pepper, some low-fat salad cream, and then placed it onto a wrap with salad, and then basically just wrapped it up, sprayed it, sorry, with that 1 calorie butter spray. This is literally what makes it crispy at the top. Bit more salt, bit more pepper, and then in the Ninja air fryer on air fry for, it was about 5 to 6 minutes. And then yeah, when it's done, it looks like this. Obviously this would be much more elite with cheese. So Dan, if you're watching this, please, can we put some cheese in my wrap? Because imagine that, imagine pulling that apart and like all the cheese comes leaking out. One day. But for now, tuna wrap with salad. Also probably going to put a bit of ketchup on the side, and I put ketchup in it, don't hate me, with some Pepsi Max. Okay, I thought I'd give a bit of a wardrobe update. Not that you guys probably give a shit, but I just spent the last half an hour, because I got some more hangers, doing my gym section of my wardrobe. Look at that. Tell me you love Adidas without telling me you love Adidas. I wouldn't even want to know how many stripes are there. But I've got all of my gym clothes, like tops there. And then I got some little boxes and stuff. You know, I was saying about getting storage. They're like in inserts. I don't know if you can actually see the inserts, but it's never going to stay like that. Like, you can already see I've made a mess of it. That's not even meant to go there. That's meant to be in the short section. So I got these little things from Amazon, shock, for sports bras and shorts, and then leggings are over there. So that's that section, and this section is definitely coming, well, it's done now, but I'll show you. Well, I need to get some boxes for those actually. That is, can't fucking remember, pajamas, I'm pretty sure. That's the normal person's side. Bit bland, I know, but I got this little holder from Amazon as well, which is pretty cool. One thing I was going to ask you guys are fucking great, because if I ever ask something on here, you always write in the comments a solution, like the colour catcher. Thank you, that was a godsend. So I have so many creased clothes in here now. Look at that, that's so creased. To be fair, I don't really care about those clothes, but in here a lot of the clothes are like quite creased. So I don't want to have to get this out and fucking put it on an ironing board. I ain't about that life. So if someone can recommend to me like a steamer maybe, that I could literally just get that out, steam it, put it back in. Would that work? Let me know. Anyway, that's the update. The house is definitely coming along. Put this on my Instagram. You know, I was saying about my IKEA order. I was waiting on 2 bins, yeah? One for the recycling, one for the rubbish. 2 of these bastards turned up. I literally can't get out, I can't explain to you how small this is. Like, this is a deodorant can. Fuck off. So, I'm gonna obviously use one in my bedroom in here. And then the other one I just have to give to a friend, and ordered a new bin. Very annoying, but my own fault for being a dickhead. Okay guys, it is 4:45 and I'm having my next meal, which is 40 grams of cream of rice with 50 grams of cherries, plus 5 grams of dark chocolate, and some whey made into a whey paste. Some of it's mixed into the cream of rice, some of it is on top. I know I said I was going to show you guys how I made this, but I'm aware this video is already half an hour long. And I've still got 2 meals to show you. So, for now, this is what the meal looks like. I will show you an updated cream of rice video. To be fair, there is actually a video in my old series of me doing it. But I'm going to add in my salt, and that will be my next meal. That is how we break cameras, G. So, I thought I would sit down in a section of this video and give you guys a little bit of like an update in terms of my off season, my current physique and how I'm feeling and bits and bobs like that. So as I said earlier in the video, I'm very content with my decision in terms of taking a longer or taking a off season between my last show, the British finals, and my next show. So I am currently sitting at 139 pounds, which is a good, well, my lightest weight on prep that I ever stepped on the scales and saw, I think was about 117 pounds. So as you can appreciate, I am now like 23 pounds up, which is way over 9 kilos, probably more towards 10 kilos. It might even be a little bit more. So I obviously sat way higher than this in my last off season. My last off season, if you even want to call it that, because I would say I've never really done like a proper structured off season with like very consistent meals. Like, don't get me wrong, I've always trained hard. Like, I've always trained hard, no matter whether my diet was on point or not. In between my first prep that got cancelled and my like second proper prep with Dan, I always trained hard. Like, that's just me. But the nutrition side of things and just like other variables like sleep, like hydration, there were just lots of other things I didn't really look after. So I was like 73 kilos when I started my first prep for the first time. So that is like so what am I now? I think I'm about 64 kilos now, aren't I? Oh, my phone's over there, hang on. Hey Siri, what is 140 pounds in kilos?
140 pounds is 63.5 kilograms.
So I'm 63.5 kilos now, which is just over, I suppose, how much I weighed when I started my first prep. So not that weight's particularly relevant. I think I'm going to put up some comparison photos of maybe how I started my prep for the first time, and obviously my current physique as well. So I'm not looking to put on another 10 kilos basically. I don't think I was overweight when I started my first prep, but I definitely wasn't in an optimal place to start a prep. Kind of knew that going into it. It just meant the prep was going to have to be very long, which it was, and the food was going to have to get quite low, which it does. So as I said earlier, I can't eat food anyway. Like, I just can't take my calories that high. Maybe one day, but right now my body just, if I eat loads of food like that, I just put on loads of fat. So I am feeling good in terms of energy. I feel like I can do my day-to-day work with no problem. My focus on business has like never been more focused. Like, when I'm in a prep, you know, you give your all to that prep. So in terms of like business development and trying to like level up my business, it, you know, it was a priority, but it wasn't as much as a priority. It was more just like making sure the quality of my current service was up to scratch. So in terms of energy, so much better. Sleeping better. Like, sleep is something I suffered with in prep quite a lot. Training is obviously flying. I am getting close to numbers that I was lifting when I was 10 kilos heavier than this. So obviously the heavier you are as a person, the more you're going to be able to push and pull. So I'm happy with that. The only thing I dislike about my physique right now is my midsection. I just seem to hold fat around my midsection. Like, that's just the first place I put on fat. And yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's not annoying, but I just wish that my midsection was leaner. Like, with obviously, like for me, my legs are not, they're not lean, but like I'm holding way more fat in my midsection than I am in my legs, which is crazy because my legs have always been quite kind of soft. So yeah, I'm happy. I feel strong in the gym. I don't feel particularly uncomfortable in my physique. I obviously have my off days like everybody does, but especially with the fact that I have seen myself so lean for so long. Like, I was below 60 kilos. I was like 57, 58 kilos for months, you know. In between those shows, I sat at a pretty low body fat, and I had to function at that low body fat for a while. So for me, that became very normal, you know. That became how I look, like that. That's how I feel day to day. That just became my life. So coming back out of that and putting the kilos back on past that, mentally it is tough, but I feel so focused into this off season, and I know that Dan, being my coach, he like would never push my physique further than it needed to go in terms of body fat. So I feel quite confident in that, and that's why we haven't like upped calories to crazy amounts of food, because we both know that if we do that, I will become a lot softer. And like, this sounds, what's the word, like, you know, when it sounds really like, what is the fucking word? It sounds really like, not self-centered, it sounds really like I only care about what I look like. But if I am not comfortable with how I look like, I don't want to film anything, I don't want to create content. Yeah, you know, when you just feel a bit, ugh, like you don't want to be walking around feeling like that all the time. So yeah, I'm not saying that I'm not going to put on more weight than this, because I probably will. I've got a reasonably long off season, but I'm happy with how I managed post-show, just because it wasn't the easiest in terms of what we had to do. Like, coming out of it, I had to stay pretty strict with my reverse, which I feel like I did. Like, don't get me wrong, wow, like the extreme hunger is so crazy that I had weeks of like overeating, like going over my meal plan, having like evenings of just being like, just going crazy, like you just lose a little bit of focus. And I was like buying a box of cereal and then like eating it and stuff. So not saying that my reverse is perfect, because it was fucking far from it, but I'm still happy with the fact that it means that now, what, 14-15 weeks post show, I feel like I don't feel like I need to diet. Like, I don't feel like I want to mini cut or anything like that. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We're 140 pounds now. I just want to build on everything, as you guys know. Like, I don't feel like, I don't hate the way I look right now, but there are so many things that I look at when I see my posing and my check-ins that I want to improve on. Like, I'm quite self-critical, I suppose, and one thing I really need to work on before my next show is my fucking posing. Like, it's okay, it's all right, but it's not great. It's not great, and I find it really hard. Like, you guys know this, like, that's probably the hardest thing for me, is the posing. I just have no fucking flow, and yeah, it's just not great. So I'm going to invest more time, more money into posing before my next show, which I don't have dates for, by the way. I'm just growing now. So food is fuel. It's nice to finally be able to document a growing season. I feel like all I've promoted for the last year is dieting and spinach and eggs blended in a fucking frying pan, but obviously it was for a purpose, and now I am feeling a lot more healthy. I feel like I look a lot more healthy as well. Looking back at photos in prep, like, wow, I actually looked ill. And all my friends, all three of them, my friends and my family, like, they say, gee, like, you just seem yourself and you seem like you look healthy and you look happy. So yeah, that's my off-season update. Obviously you'll see the calories at the end of this video, and I will show you guys regular off-season updates as we go through this process. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. I freaking loved my first season, and I can't wait to do it all again with an even better physique. Like, I just want to blow that physique out the water, which I know I'm not going to do like to a crazy extent, because it is only one off season, but I'm going to give it my absolute everything. Every day I'm going to give it my absolute everything, so that next time it's like, whoa. The time is 7:30 and I'm having my second to last meal, which is chicken, rice and veg. So basically I chop up my chicken and air fry it. I chuck my veg in a microwavable steamer for 2 minutes. Then I do my basmati rice, pack it in a microwave for 2 minutes. And then basically about 2 minutes before the chicken is ready in the air fryer, I take it out, I put in this low calorie curry sauce, like just a little bit of it, and then I put it back in the air fryer for 2 minutes, take it back out, and it's like, I mean, it's not a curry obviously because there's like no sauce compared to a normal curry, but it just makes it a little bit more enjoyable. Okay gang, it's a little bit later on, 8:30 still, and I'm just sitting down for the evening. I have been editing this video, doing a few client bits, and we just kind of put an update up on the CPG page in terms of how to get one-to-one coaching now. So if you want to work with me one-to-one, have a look at that, because we changed the way we are releasing spaces as such. And now I'm watching Gordon Ramsay, and I still haven't built the IKEA TV stand. I really can't be arsed. Like, I really can't be arsed. I don't know. Oh, I know it's not even going to be that much ag, but yeah, it's the TV's still on the floor. Anyway, Gordon Ramsay, chill out for an hour or so before I head to bed. My last meal will be, and I'm going to put a picture / video here, is basically exactly what I had this morning. So oats with yogurt, berries, and this time peanut butter. And that will literally wrap up my day's food. So I will put the calories on the screen here, as well as the macros. So it's like 300 grams of carbs. I don't track my calories like this, by the way. I just follow my meal plan. But I've done it today for you guys, So yeah, as you can see, I'm not eating like what's loads of food? I'm not eating loads of food, but it's a decent enough amount for me. Obviously rest days are a little bit lower, higher fats, lower carbs as well. And yeah, that is my update. Hope you enjoyed this video, hope you found it insightful, and I will see you guys in the next one.